back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a makeup tutorial on this look that I'm wearing. This is very different for me because I usually don't do like cool tones or silvers or blacks or anything like that on my channel, because honestly I never really thought that it did anything for my eye color because I have blue eyes, and usually like silvers and those kind of tones don't really make your eyes stand out. But I decided to try something different, so I wanted to do like a halo kind of eye but with like this gunmetal silver, which I thought was so pretty. I did this look a couple weeks ago when I went to work, and all of the girls that I work with were just obsessed with my eyes. They kept telling me like, look down, I want to see your eyeshadow, it looks so pretty. So I figured I would show you guys how to get this look because it's different and it's something that I never thought would look good, but it actually looks really, really pretty. So yeah, if you guys would like to see how I got this makeup look, then just keep watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel down below. I would really appreciate it. And hit the little bell to be notified every time I upload a new video. But other than that, let's go ahead and get into this video.
Okay guys, so the first thing I'm taking is the Benefit Matte and Poreless Rescue Primer, and I'm just going to apply that all over my skin just as a nice base. And then I'm going to go in with a second primer, which is the Benefit Professional. This is a really good primer combination because it really keeps me matte throughout the day, and then the Professional really fills in my pores and all that stuff. So for foundation, I'm going to mix the Estee Lauder Double Wear with the Urban Decay All Nighter. This is a super full coverage kind of foundation routine, so I do spray a little bit of the Tatcha Luminous Dewy Skin Mist on my brush every time I pick up more foundation, so I'll just spray a little bit and then buff it out. This foundation brush does leave a little bit of streaks, I've noticed, so I always do go back in with a sponge just to smooth over any of the brush strokes, but it does give like a nice coverage to your foundation. So I'm just going to buff that all in, and then I'm going to pick up my Real Techniques beauty sponge and just buff over any of the brush strokes, and then add a little bit more coverage on my cheeks to cover like acne scars and hyperpigmentation and all that stuff. So I'm just buffing that out. So now I'm going to take my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and I'm just going to apply that in my usual areas, so underneath my eyes, down my nose, my chin, cupid's bow, and forehead. And then I'm just going to blend that out with the same Real Techniques beauty sponge. And I do spray again that Tatcha Luminous Dewy Skin Mist on top just to give more of a glow to my skin, because the concealer is super full coverage, so I just like to apply a little bit of that skin mist just to give more of a glow to my under eyes. So now I'm going to take my Maybelline Fit Me powder, and I'm just going to apply that with the same damp beauty sponge underneath my eyes. I'm so obsessed with this powder, you guys. It literally makes my under eyes look like porcelain and just like poreless and perfect, and it lasts all day, and it really works good with the Tarte Shape Tape. So I'm just applying that on other areas, just all over my face, just to set down the foundation so that it's not tacky. And then I go in with the Kat Von D powder, and I'm just going to kind of buff off any excess like bake from that translucent powder all over my face. Then I'm going to go in with the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist, and I'm just going to set down my foundation and powder. I've learned this trick from Jaclyn Hill. She usually sets like her powder, foundation, concealer, and then sprays. So I've been trying it, and it's been working really, really well. Moving on to eyes, I'm going to take this Morphe palette. I believe this is the Dare to Create palette. And I'm just going to take that kind of bronzer shade, and I'm just going to use that as my transition shade in the crease of my eye, just back and forth. Every brush that I use I will link down below for you guys, but I'm just using a white hair blending brush, and I'm just buffing back and forth. Then I'm going to take the Prissy Princess from MAC palette, and I'm going to pick up that really dark kind of gray color, and I'm just going to focus that on the outer corner of my eye and then blend towards the inner corner. This kind of shade is kind of hard to blend, so that's why I always recommend a transition shade, because grays can be kind of difficult to blend. And then I always go back in with like a bigger blending brush just to make sure that there's no harsh edges. Going in with the Queen Supreme palette from MAC, I'm going to take that really pretty gunmetal color. This is what inspired this look, and I just think it's so pretty and just different. So I'm spraying some Fix Plus on my brush, and then I'm just going to play that all over my lid. So I'm going back in with that gray, and I'm just going to pat that on the outer corner of my eye. So I use one brush to apply the product, and then I use another like clean blending brush to go ahead and buff out any harsh edges. I just think that's a lot easier than trying to go in with the same brush that you applied the product with. So then I'm going to take the black from the palette, and I'm just going to apply that on the outer corner with a smaller kind of brush, and then I'm going to apply the same black on the inner corner, because I want that halo kind of look where the center of your lid is one shade and then the inner and outer corner are a lot darker. I just think it gives so much more attention to your eyes, and it's such a pretty kind of technique. So I'm just applying that in the inner corner and outer corner, and then I go back in with that same brush and just buff any harsh edges out. Going in with the Queen Supreme, I'm taking that silver and I'm just popping that right in the center of that first gunmetal color that we went in with. I just wanted a little bit of an extra pop on the center of my lid, so I did spray Fix Plus on my brush and just pop that right on the center, and then I go back in and touch up the black just to make it a little bit darker and smokier. Okay, so now I'm going to take the Jaclyn Hill and Morphe palette, and I'm going to take that VIP color, and I'm just going to apply that to my brow bone, and then I'm going to apply a little bit of it to the center of my eye just for an extra pop. Now I'm going to dust off that translucent powder under my eyes, and I'm just going to apply some eyeliner. I think I'm using MAC Graph Black, but any eyeliner will do. And I also applied some liquid liner to my top lashes just to help my natural lashes and fake ones blend better. So now I'm just going to apply that same gray with a definer brush underneath my lashes. And I'm going to take that blending brush and I'm just going to buff that out from the outer corner towards the inner corner. So now I'm going to take that same gunmetal color, and on a pencil brush I'm just going to buff that underneath my lashes as well. And then I'm going to take this silver and I'm just going to pop it on the inner corner just to brighten up that area. Just applying some mascara on my lashes, on my top and bottom. Moving on to the skin, I'm just going to take my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and I'm going to use that center color just to contour and kind of bronze my face. So I'm just going to apply that in my cheekbones, my forehead, chin, nose, you know, the normal areas where I would normally contour. For blush, I'm going to take the Luminoso blush by Milani, and I'm just going to apply that to my cheeks. It's a really pretty kind of corally blush, so I think it goes perfect with the eyes. So then I'm just going to take the Morphe sponge, and I'm just going to pick up that same translucent powder from Maybelline, and I'm just going to apply that underneath my contour just to help sharpen it up and bake a little bit. And then I'm going to take the same shade light and palette, and I'm just going to take that light color and dust it underneath my eyes just to give more of a brightening effect. And then I also pop it on my chin and my forehead. For highlighter, I'm using the Makeup Forever Starlit Powder in number 13. It's a pigment, but I forgot to show it, so I'm just going to apply that to my cheekbones, my forehead, and my nose. And then I go in with the Benefit Hoola Bronzer just to contour my nose. Lips, I'm going to take the Urban Decay lip liner in the shade Liar, which is pretty much my go-to everyday lip liner. And then I'm going to take my favorite liquid lipstick. This is from Morphe, and it's in the shade Virgin. And I just think it makes such a perfect nude. So I'm just going to spray my face with the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist and then fan my face. And after that, you are all done. So here's the finished look. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'm really glad I did it because it's something different for me, and I never really thought of using silver, but it's just so pretty. So yeah, let me know what you guys would like to see next in the comments below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!
Are you calling me?
Sam, you kill your cat.
Why?
She scratched on the back of my brand new chairs and like sprayed them.
But they were covered.
Yeah, well, she must have gotten
buddy. My little munch. My little munch. Kind of shades, like silver.